Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Jonathan is Bad at SOMA, where today we're going to be finding out what the hell is going on around this area and hopefully not encountering some proxies, but you never know because they said those were around here somewhere just skulking about. I don't remember if I looked at these pictures, but they're apparently done by sound, so I think we need to fucking not be making too much of it. Is this the other bathroom? Shut the fuck up, Catherine. Don't you judge me. You don't know how you don't know how human... Well, fuck you, Catherine. You know so much. If you know so much, how can you tell me why I'm underwater and I can't even access the water showers, huh? You can't. It makes no sense. Tell you what. Got some toothbrushes here. Got a hand grenade. That'll come in use. Oh, fuck. Oh, the way the eyes move. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, yeah, that's me. That's my hands, alright. Oh, it's really hard to come to terms with that, huh, buddy? Oh, how it's really hard that I'm the monster all along. Yep. Yep. Really, I don't see how he has... Oh, I thought that was my vision glitching, but that's just the graphics. Okay. Whew. Okay. Yeah, no problem there, matey. I'll just go this way, I suppose. Oh, no. You can't go up. You can't go down. Okay, so we're not going this way, I guess. That's just dandy. It's just fine and good. You don't need to worry about it, I suppose. We could just go this way. Down the long, spooky hallway. Guy Conrad, eh? He's a good feller. Well, let's go. Let's see. Tell me a story, Guy Conrad. Oh, you're really interested in that there space. Makes me wonder why you went underwater, you big goof. You could have been a spaceman, but instead you're an ocean man. Look at you go. Could have been a rocket man, but instead you're an ocean man. Take me by the hand. I don't know. Maser tool safety. Do not red lines, but do blue lines. What is the maser tool? Is that microwave radiation? Emitter and battery are hot. Electric hazard. Don't look into emitter. How about I do all of those things simultaneously, including battery hot? No, let's keep that on. We want as much... Did I hear a noise? We want as much light as humanly possible. Ooh, someone got fucking wasted. That is, it's distilled only 45% alcohol. Damn. Somebody was 90 proof in it. Oh, look at that physics. It broke in the air, but not... Okay. Yeah, that's good. Trump Tower. The Wisconsin Beaks. Oh, he's from Wisconsin. I'm sure that bit of lore is completely relevant. Oh. This just in. People from Wisconsin. They're apparently alcoholics. Wow. Bottles more broken than my dreams. He was a bald dude. A bald dude with his only friends were kids. Shows what a loser this guy was. That's what he gets for being from Wisconsin and can only get... Oh, you're sinking boats and kids. That's all you got, man. That's all you got going on in your life. Could use some tidying up in here, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he wouldn't be so depressed if he kept his room cleaned up. But he didn't, because he's from Wisconsin. And people from Wisconsin, I've come to learn, based on this guy's room alone, since I've never actually met anyone else from Wisconsin, they're dirty alcoholics that make nothing but messes. I know a thing or two about making messes, and being a miserable excuse for a human because apparently I'm Canadian. And that's just... It's just true facts about Canadians here on JonathanIsBadAtGames. I'd like to find a single Canadian argue that point without having their point be rendered invalid for being Canadian. You know? It's just not a very likely... Not a likely thing to happen. Just... Whew. I think that's good. God, just when you think that you're done cleaning the room, there's just more alcohol bottle problems. Okay, you think I've wasted enough of your time cleaning this dirty ass room? Because I do. It's time to move on to the next room, and hopefully we have something to clean there too, so I don't have to make too much progress in the game. Maggie Komarabies, Brandon Wan. Okay, well, that's fine. Catherine Shun. Dare I? Dare I? I dare. Let's see here. What secrets are you hiding, Catherine? Imogen Reed tested a machine today. It was clearly corrupted by WoW, but more importantly, it was assembled in a seemingly primitive way. Like someone had specifically created for WoW to steal. When activated, the machine mimicked the room and Reed along with it. At some point, she was scanned and then loaded as a simulation inside the digital space. The presentation shocked Reed and was quickly terminated. It scares me how much it reminds me of my AR capsule. Yeah, that would scare me too, I think. After dissecting the vivarium machine that Reed activated, it's clear that the WoW copied my capsule project to construct the scene to hold the Reed simulation. There are a lot of words, the, everywhere I see. It's actually very similar in its construction, except for one point, where my capsule houses flat people constructed from model neurographs. The vivarium's brain scan lives on. It isn't limited by its content from the originating brain scan. It isn't limited by its content from the originating brain scan. The brain scan Reed emerged. The Reed inside the vivarium was a perfect copy. Creepy. I have it. I can save humanity. I can build an artificial reality capsule that can hold every living member of the Pathos too. I can't figure out how it worked with the vivarium, but I can replicate WoW's scanning technique using pilot seats. They are already prepared with the type of magnetic drums needed. It was even easier than I thought. The pilot seats are already set to allow the diffraction and high energy needed to capture the scan. I suspect the WoW has been using the seat to steal scans from us for a while. I guess that explains the mockingbirds. The WoW must have stolen scans from the people using the pilot seat and used it as a basis for intelligence in the machines. The plot thickens. With a surprisingly positive reaction from the team, we now have officially started the ARC project. We are to scan all of the people we can find and load them into the capsule. We will then launch it into space using the space gun. That's a pragmatic name. It's nice to think something will live on like that. Mark Serrain killed himself after a scan. Well, thanks, Mark. He has been suggesting that everyone should kill themselves as it would somehow allow them to actually get on the Ark. I'm not sure how that would work. It did trigger a lot of arguments among staff, and apparently it's my fault somehow. Strohmeyer is not happy with me. Hope it will calm down. Well, Strohmeyer. Richard gave me a set of AI templates I haven't seen before. Unfolded one of them to make a new friend for Capsule Catherine and her gang of legacies. New way to stimulate turbulence makes the weather system so much better. Implemented Reed, didn't go well. New try with Reed. Reed won't play nicely with the others. She is too real. Well, Reed, get your shit together. Oh, creepy. Bet you had the nickname Creepy Catherine, not just Capsule Catherine. Anything that started with a C, really, because you got fucking creepy shit all over your fucking room. At least, there you do. Dude, look at this fucking creepy-ass toboggan. You wanted to keep it with your creepy doll? Your creep time marionette? Oh, it's not affected by physics. That's the creepiest thing about it. Everything else in this room I can pick up and knock around, but not the marionette. Nope. That stays firmly in place. And I can't read her book. I might just be illiterate, to be honest with you. Oh, looky there. Okay. Or don't looky there. She keeps a toy in her nightstand. Ooh, it's one of those jokes. It's one of those jokes. You sure have a lot of toys, he says, pulling a toy out of the nightstand. Yep. It's one of those jokes, guys. If you didn't catch on, I'm going to repeat it one more time because I'm immature and I want to make sure you get it. It's one of those. One of those jokes. Not one of these jokes, but specific. Oh. Oh my. Oh. Oh. I would like to wear this. +3 armor to the chest area. Javid Goy. What name is that? That's not a name. You're just making shit up now. John Stromeyer is apparently not important enough, but we get to see the guy that killed himself, so I'm sure this will be interesting. Oh, that doesn't break. That doesn't break. Okay. Sure. That, of all things, doesn't break. Can I? Does it work? I don't want that. I want to make the duck bob. Nope. Much like the creepy marionette, we're not allowed to have fun in this universe. We're only allowed to feel sadness. Pavlina Martineau, this nature of identity. Questions about yourself? Who are you? What does it mean to be human? Does your body or your surroundings confine or define you? All very difficult ideas to approach without having your questions be invalidated by the practical or mystified by the spiritually minded. In this book, Pavlina Martineau, professor of philosophy at the Charles University of Prague, guides you through the history of great thinkers and what they have to say about identity. You have all these questions? Well, here's what people who think about that kind of shit think. Completely worthless. Mark Serang, intelligence analyst, Theta, Pathos 2. Mr. Serang, the company is very pleased to hear about your success in making the WoW a station-wide presence. Wow! We trust you appreciate what a unique opportunity this is, and that you will do everything in your power to fully explore and understand this mystery. To do so, you need to ensure that Dr. Johann Ross is able to steer and study the WoW from the alpha without outside interference. In case of an emergency, you may direct Julia Dahl at Omicron to forcefully eliminate any opposition, but please make an effort to avoid extreme actions. The WoW is an important, costly affair, and we hope to follow a steady development without setbacks. The Supervisory Board. Oh, okay, so... excuse me. Cool. Didn't ask for that. But cool nonetheless. Is that... oh, I thought it said Google. It says Carthage. That's a pillow? I heard a noise. I don't like the noise. Suddenly I lost all my fervor to play this game, man. As a matter of fact, I did. What a fucking cuck, man. Just in his room talking to himself in his own audio log. He's gonna listen to that later and be like, yes, I did know that. Fucking me from the past. Thanks a lot for being like, hey, did you know your body has 75 million trillion cells? He's gonna think, man, I am a pretentious twat muffin. Oh yeah, you're super smart, bro. I took first year philosophy too, man. Damn. Just blowing my fucking mind over here for a guy that lived under the ocean. A continuous emergence entity based on that pattern. When Dr. Chen populates the Ark, she is capturing a moment of our existence and placing it inside the digital world. I am Dr. Mark Serang. I'm so intelligent. Soon you and your digital you will grow apart due to diverging experiences, but for a tiny window, you are the very same. With unbroken continuity, it will live on, fulfilling a life, no doubt, no less real than the one from which it was plucked. Now remember, you are not your body. You are the emergent entity. That entity just happens to occupy two places at once for a while. Yep, I covered that. If you took away your body, you would simply be the only one you can be. The you inside the ark. Fantastic. Thank you. Let your body die and continue on the digital part. Okay, well, that's great. Would you kindly just let yourself die and let me continue with this game? Good lord. Dear friends, when you read this, I will have entered the ark. As I've explained, this is accomplished by uh by choosing by causing to live as your scan is being completed. Ceasing. Oh my god, that is so hard to read. Don't write in cursive and have me read the letters without that little fucking microscope that lets me, not microscope, magnifying glass that lets me tell what the hell you're saying. To not frighten Catherine, I will do this in secret by folding cyanide salts into chewing gum and placing it in my mouth before seeing her. When I hear her announce the completion, I will bite down quickly, causing my own demise. When you discover that the death behind the truth behind my death, know there's no tragedy to mourn, for I am victorious? I advise you all to do the same and join me inside the ark. Sincerely, Mark Sarong. Well, I mean, technically speaking, you're going to die here anyway at some point. And that consciousness is still going to be on the ark regardless. So, technically, you just still die. You're still dead. It's kind of irrelevant. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Oh, Robin bass, the lady. It's all about that bass, man. It's all about that bass and no treble. This is that girl that was outside in the robot, wasn't it? Oh, didn't she have dreams? Too bad she was wrong. We're all dying anyway, true. I'm all in. I put my faith in Sarong in the continuity. Well, I mean, technically, there's no reason not to at this point if you're dying anyway. Heck is that? Okay, that made a ceramic noise. She's got a ceramic thing in her drawers. Oh. Oh, what? For Auntie. Oh. Your kids were artistically challenged. They were bad artists. Also, why would you want to go live in the ark without your children and shit? Like, they're all dead. You might as well be dead. Is there a purpose to living on? Oh, she was a purveyor of the art. We're full of pretentious people down here on the pathos, too. Oh, I like the arts. Oh, I like to be overly philosophical. Oh, it seems we all like to be little twat muffins. Is that her and her husband, Mark Sarong? Oh, I thought I took it because it just didn't appear on the floor anymore. Oh, why am I looking through people's stuff? Oh, no, she's locked it. Not that one, though. This one must be where she keeps her important things. Can you not? Oh, excuse me. I wonder how she went. Probably a gun, is my guess. Hey, Martin Fisher. What do you have to tell us? Nothing? Do I get to put it in the butthole? Oh, it's got my butthole. It's good. Gross. But really, did they have to make them look like buttholes? Like, they get it chosen. Like, it's kind of the same thing as if they made it phallic and you gotta give it a little motion. You gotta just like you take the hand and just like up and down like that. That's how you connect with it. But I'm glad they went with the other thing. How do I get through here? Hello? Oh. 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 Let's not say we did, friend. I don't want anything coming through that door. Actually, is that a window I have to break? Nope, good. Didn't want to do that anyway. Okay. So that seems to be everything in this area. On the bright side, nothing happened today. I'm happy with that. On the downside, that also means we made no progress today other than in the literary fashion. We're just gonna shut this door and forget about it. So that was useful. We discovered some stuff that was going on here. We got some of the philosophies behind what's going on here, why people killed themselves. Understandably, I relate to that, I guess. I mean, you got nothing to live for down here except the big spooky robots that are trying to kill everything. So, I mean, why not just off yourself? What purpose do you have to live other than, like, getting on the ark? Except an argument for that would be they're selfish as shit, considering they still had to get this fucking ark to the space gun, and they're like, oh no, those other people got it. Let's just kill ourselves. We don't all have to make that journey, but I mean, maybe it would have been successful if they weren't a bunch of selfish twats. But since they are, fuck. You know what would be silly? What if? Oh, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Reset the router downstairs, huh? Okay. But what I was going to say is, what if there already was a Simon and Catherine, right? And she's saying that it's based on when the scan took place. So she took the place first. So she's the first scan, right? What if they succeeded? Well, no, I guess that's why she said that. Okay, never mind. They're saying that's at the bottom of the ocean now. I remember that. But I was going to say, what if they succeeded and this is like the second time that there's been a Catherine brain scan? That would be silly. I just absent-mindedly walked right into the gates of hell here. Look at this. Look at this. Oh boy. Oh. Excuse me. Okay. Well, you know, I just don't want to go down there. So we're going to put that off until next episode, because that is all the time I have for today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being bad with me. Remember that failure... Yeah, remember, failure is definitely not the worst thing that can happen, according to this dude down here. He's telling me there are all sorts of bad things waiting, and we're just going to be on our way here shortly. But thanks for being mad with me. I'll see you guys in the next episode, where we will continue to descend down into God knows fucking what. But that's a tomorrow. That's a later Jonathan problem, not a today Jonathan problem, because I'm getting the hell out of here. See you guys in the next episode. Stay awesome.